it. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. Chosen ones, we're going to have a talk tonight. Appreciate the birthday wishes. Appreciate the birthday wishes. We're going to have a talk tonight. Boom, boom, boom. I'm going to do some channeling tonight too, family, just for those who it resonates with, you know. I'm going to do some channeling tonight. I'm going to go on and off with it. I just feel it. I go. I don't have to meditate for it. It's in me, as it is in a lot of you as well. So you can ask questions as you go along, and if I don't answer it right away, I'm just talking about something else, and I'll get back to it. Okay? Did we go to school together? I don't know. I don't know you. Maybe I do. Okay, so listen, family. Today is the first day of Aquarius. They say as Aquarius moves into Pluto or Pluto moves into Aquarius. I'm not really into astrology much. I'm into other things. We all pick what we are into, so I'm not into astrology. So tell me what it means. I know what being Aquarius means, but something's happening significant on this day, which is why they have inauguration. There you go, Pluto in Aquarius. There we go. First day Aquarius, Age of Aquarius. We are the knowers. We are the trailblazers. We are the ones who go against things. That's what we do. 41 on my day. Been doing this for a while now. And I want to get started today because I know we got time. As chosen ones, there are many individuals that do not like us because of what we are and what we do. But like I say, chosen ones, be sure to be chosen to do something. If I'm going to pick you up on a 5-on-5, I'm picking you up to play ball, right? So when the universe picked you up, it picked you up to play ball. It didn't pick you up to stand there and be a cone, not play defense, not play offense, not set picks. You know? You got to be a chosen one to do something. I just want to say that. So just know who I'm talking to, because it ain't many of us out here. It's not many of us out here. It's not. I'm reading energy. I'm seeing it. It's not many of us out here. It's like, I think 1% right now that are doing something, maybe less than that, as chosen ones. The rest of them call themselves chosen ones, and the rest of them not hearing it. So I want to talk about what happens when people badmouth you a chosen one. Because as a chosen one, a lot of us are afraid to be chosen and be in our authentic self because we're afraid of who's going to talk about us and badmouth us. But you have to realize that's a part of the game. That's a part of what we're going to go through. You have to realize that. And a lot of individuals are not going to understand what it is we're doing, but we have to continue to do it because we know that it's going to wind up paying off. That's why we're here. That's why we chose this. We didn't choose this mission to sit on the sidelines. We didn't choose that at all. We choose this mission to play ball. And a lot of us aren't playing ball, so this conversation is for those chosen ones. And let me tell you what happens to those individuals who badmouth us. Because in this particular time, as chosen ones, sorcerers, whatever you want to call yourself, witches, wizards, I don't care what you call yourself, you are somebody who can actually bend energy. You can manipulate energy. You can manifest at a rapid pace. And you need to realize that individuals who talk about you, there is a stiff consequence that will come to those people. Stiff consequence. Normally, when an individual talks about you, you're operating your authentic self, but you make them feel a little bit strange about their authentic self because you're not operating inside of it. So when those individuals continue to talk about you, that energy is redirected back to them 10 times over. So you may notice that individuals who talk about you, their bodies seem to be depleted. They start to get injuries out of nowhere. They start to get sick out of nowhere. They start to deteriorate out of nowhere. They start to look old. Because that energy they're putting on you, because you have an invisible force field around you, is going back on them, but with a Kamehameha blast. You know, y'all Dragon Ball Z watchers, y'all know what I'm talking about. So I need you to not worry about those individuals who talk about you. Because that means you get stronger, because they're going to get their consequences. You need to know that. So what you do is for the future. What they're doing is about the past. And you need to be confident in yourself. For whatever you do, whatever you say. But it only works if you operate in your authentic self. Don't be like anybody else, because there's a lot of individuals that have their own energy online or in this world or whatever it may be and whatever you do. You see what I'm saying? But you need to be able to understand that the thing that you love, the thing that you're good at, that not many people can do, that is when you are in your authentic self. The thing that you would do for free, but it's great to get paid with it because you all brought a gift to be able to monetize with whatever currency we have, because you got to take care of yourself until the earth takes care of us. So we need to be very confident in what we're doing and how we're doing it, and not worry about what individuals have to say about us, because if they're talking about us, that means you're important. You're somebody to be talked about. You see? But at the end of the day, when you look in the mirror at yourself, you're going to be like, I'm glad I did that. I'm glad because I feel whole now. Lying to myself to make others happy makes me feel less than, chosen ones. And as a chosen one, by operating your authentic self, you inspire other individuals to operate in their authentic self, not being afraid to go against the grain because it doesn't feel right within you. Because so many individuals have been, lied to and taught how to stand in line that it's uncomfortable for them to see you because you're not standing in line anymore. You're going your own way. You see what I'm saying? You're going your own way. And I've realized there's a lot of, I don't want to use that word, but bitch asses out there. Men, women that won't say anything, even when it is wrong. And everybody knows it's wrong, but nobody will say anything. You're just going to take this because they're taking it from everywhere else. Taking it from the system, taking it from work, taking it from their spouse, taking it from their kids. So why not just take another thing? Why not? Why not? You're taking it from the food. You're taking it. You're just constantly taking it. You're just a punching bag, chosen one. But by you not taking it, you inspire them to change as well. Become the change you want to see. Everybody's talking about we want the world to change, right? But we don't realize it starts with us. We have to change. We have to make this chosen one thing fun, be balanced. Remember, family, we came here for a human experience, so please experience being human, but be balanced. Don't get immersed inside the human experience to the point where you don't feel like you don't know what you are anymore. You already got out of that. Right? You already got out of that. But be a human. Have fun. A lot of us are just too serious. And it doesn't make it fun to other people who are watching us because we're too serious. And they still want to have fun. We have to show them how to be chosen and have fun is the same thing, because being chosen is fun. And you have to show them that. As a chosen one, and if I'm saying anything that resonates, whenever you feel like it resonates, put a 1 below. So just so I know, just put a 1 below. Just put a 1 below. If you feel like it resonates, only if you feel like it resonates. As a chosen one, you carry a lot of light. I'm going to say it again. You carry a lot of light and a lot of energy. And if you are a focused chosen one, you will burn people out that you are around. By being chosen, by being unapologetic, family, they will drop off on their own or deteriorate before your very eyes. Because your energy is going upwards and you constantly remind them. So their soul is beating them up. Because now they're having doubt about themselves. They're like, you should be doing that too. But they're not ready to do that yet. So it stresses them out. And by that stress brings anxiety. And if you're in a constant fight or flight because you're around somebody who's shining so bright, you're going to make yourself sick. You're going to make yourself sick. If you're not bringing value to that person and to yourself, you're going to get sick. And if you're a chosen one, and you've been around certain people, you realize they can't be around you for a long time. Because by being you, you expose them to themselves. And by being you may want to help them a lot, right? Because now you can see what's going on with them. Because by working on yourself, doing the shadow work, you can see these people for who they are. You know what they haven't worked on by working on yourself. And you may come out of love and try to help them. But because they're not ready, because you're the alarm clock and they want to punch the snooze button, you become the enemy now. And they become resentful of you and your growth. But they find another reason, of course, because most of them are narcissists and you're empathic. And people who are takers love to find those who are givers. And by being a chosen one as a giver, operating in your heart space, you give and they take. And then you got to separate and they get very angry. And they find a reason to blame it on you. If you ever had this happen to you, come on and talk to me now. Because a lot of you are chosen, but you're continuously ignoring the call. You're only living at like level 5, but you're not at level 10 yet. But level 5 is a lot for regular people. Level 5 is a lot, right? Because most of them are operating in the negative right now. Just going with the flow. Going with the flow. Don't see nothing in front of their eyes. They don't see nothing. And it bugs you out because now you see everything, or a lot of more what you saw. And you're like, how don't you see this? It's right here in front of your face. And you going with it. And because you're telling them something they are not ready to hear, but you're just trying to be a friend and help them because you're trying to be you. You lose them anyway, and they wind up talking about you. But let me tell you something. Normally, when an individual is being assisted by somebody who deems themselves as chosen, operating in their authentic self, and they don't follow through, that person normally deals with the harshest consequence after that, because when they met the chosen one, it was their last chance. For most of y'all, this is your last chance before you get it right. When people meet me and are on my channel, you are on your last chance. Either way. And this is not a threat or nothing like that. But I just know from my experience, when people normally find me, something normally happens as a result of not listening to me. It's always happened. When I really want to help you, I'm really trying to save you for something that's going to happen. Because I already can see it, but I can't reveal it to you yet. Because you're not going to be able to take it if I can see it. Tried this already. I tried telling your future. I tried doing that. And you wasn't ready to hear it, and it pushed you further away from where you could be to. Because you ran from it now, because you saw it, because I told you. Because a lot of chosen ones, their psychic ability is starting to operate and come online. And we may think it's just because we know, but we are psychic now. We can see their future. So I remember somebody told me one time, you act like you can see in my soul, but I can. Normally when I talk to somebody on the phone, or you talk to somebody on the phone, well, one conversation, you already know the solution. Like, how did it come to me that fast? How did your solution come to me like that? Because you're psychic and you're downplaying your gifts and your abilities because you don't understand them. But I want you to ask yourself a question. Can anybody else break people down like you? Can anybody else understand what's wrong with them and how to fix them like you? The reason why you can understand that is because you are a light worker. But you think you regular work out here. You not regular work. If my languages are doing something to you, let's do a test right now. Let's see if you're regular work. Because if they're doing something and you're feeling something, that means you're not regular work. You know what regular work is? When they hear my language and just, what's that? That sounds weird. That sounds strange, right? Regular work. So let's do a little test to see who is regular work and who's not. If you're not regular work and you feel something physically in your body after I speak these tones in this language, because all language is a spell of some sort, and we speak spells out of this English spell language. We have to be able to break that. So let me break that and see where your consciousness is and what you can understand. Glaram suki sarekleram buki lerekeran sikera suram bufstikleri tikiveri saram vaitum cum kama solerekeram floram kuptiret sikiveri saram Vlimstukin kamen surets clearum virum clerem sikiveris moram clum directlerem sikiveris clam coem tikiverum shingoratseram Vlistum kin kamen surets clearum septukim vireclerum sukiverus keraps maim stikin kama surets my clorum gutiram shingalerekaram Vine stipirum clurum tikiveris gorem. So if you understand that, then You understand that because that is the soul's language, the English, the language that leaves the dimension, because you're not from this dimension. So you have to hear something outside this dimension to be able to understand that you're also not from this dimension as well. You're visiting this dimension. You're getting an experience in this dimension, but by all means, you are not from this dimension. The purpose was to immerse yourself in this experience and in this dimension to the point where you have to break yourself out of it, because at a place that we exist in, we've already ascended and we're just coming down, taking part in a video game. So why be serious all the time when you're serious all the time where you're from? You're already ascended and you know everything where you're from. Come here and don't know everything and enjoy that for a little bit. Find the duality in both. Find it. They're polar opposite, good, bad. Experience them both. Many of you everybody's already have. You've experienced both, right? I just want to let you know, as chosen ones, you got to be able to not care what other individuals are thinking. Don't care at all. Hold on, because I always got to put something in the comments section so I can help people understand that they have to get the parasites out too. Because without getting the parasites out, link in bio, I should have put that down, but whatever. Without getting the parasites out, you're not going to be able to ascend because you have aliens in your body. So get this. Right now for my birthday, it is 35% off. The code is Coach41. 35% off Coach41 for 24 hours. And then elevate your mind for neurocognizance, family. And then detox your body and elevate your mind with Shilajit. And no more fatigue for you. All right? Just going to say that. But let's get back to the program. Now, what is going to happen on this planet? I just put a video up talking about dragons. We all talk about dragons, right? Well, I'm going to tell you what I know about dragons today. Because I've had communication with dragons for several years now, which is why I knew that I was of the dragon. And why not? The year of the dragon. Why not? But we love to see dragons. Now, all the dragons were not killed. They live under Arizona right now, right? About 5 miles under Arizona. And soon, these dragons are going to come back. But they're not coming back yet. They're only going to come back when we're ready, when we know who we are fully and we know what we used to do with them, alongside of them. And when I went to Arizona for the first time, I went on a tour, and this is 2020. And on this tour in 2020, they said that, well, I got a channel saying this was Egypt. I told the people that was with me, and they looked at me like I was strange. I read their energy. They didn't really believe me. But now we have a lot of reports coming out that over there in the Grand Canyon in Arizona, that's Egypt. We did amazing things, and we're going to do amazing things again. I need you to understand that as a chosen one, you need to be on your purpose. There's no more time to play. There's no more time to hide, and there's no more time to think. You overthink yourself. When I was talking to somebody today on the phone, I'm not going to ever say his name, but I was telling him that he thinks too much and he's paralyzed by his thought. A lot of times, because we have parasites and demons attached to us, they loop us in a process of our own thoughts. But as long as we don't act, they continue to win. They continue to recirculate. So you basically have the problem, right? Then you think of the solution. But then you think about the problem and you don't do the problem. I mean, you don't do the goal that you have. So I'm going to say it one more time. We have a goal. We have a solution. Then we have a problem. We can never execute these things, ever. We can't execute at all. Because of the parasites and the demons that are attached to us, they continue to loop us in our own thoughts. And a lot of us have demons attached to us and parasites attached to us that continue to keep us low. Because by being low, they have full control over us. The parasites like to eat off the low things that we eat. The demons like to eat off the low thoughts that we have. So both of them are a form of parasites. A parasite is a demon and a demon is a demon. A demon is a parasite, right? So you have to really understand that, and you're not doing. And you know in your heart of hearts you really want to do. Hold on. All right, there we go. You know in your heart of hearts that what we really want to do, and you're not doing it. You're being held back by something. By something. Okay? This is a lot of people right now. If you are afraid of things right now, afraid to do things, ask yourself something that will override the demon or the parasite. Why am I afraid of this? Why am I afraid of this? And then you'll be forced to hear some interesting thoughts coming in. Why am I afraid to speak up for this? Why am I afraid? And watch what comes in. And then ask yourself, why do I not do it? Why do I think that talking about it is doing it? But it's really not. And talking about it has tricked me into not doing it. Who does that? Who's controlling your mind? Who's doing that? Who's doing that? Who's doing that? What is doing that? A lot of people don't want to hear this type of stuff. They're not ready yet. But guess what, family? For what's coming on this planet, you have no choice. You better stay ready. You better start getting ready. Because some of our wildest dreams are about to come true. And for the others, their greatest fears. Yeah. All right, so I just want you to understand that you are divine and you are protected. And there's nothing to be afraid of at all. Some people are even afraid to comment that they agree with the person that they're hearing. They're afraid to comment because they don't want to be attacked. Damn. Who would want to be afraid of something like that? Oh, I know when I do a lot of videos that resonate with a lot of people, they'll hit me up in a DM and saying they agree with me. But why not? Why didn't you just comment? Why didn't you want everybody to see you agree with me? What's going to happen? I'm not even going to say. I think that many people know. Just know the world's going to change forever. Just know that. And for those who aren't ready, it is what it is. You know? Those who aren't ready, it is what it is. That was your choice not to be ready. No, I like that. No fear, no doubt, no shame, no guilt. And no sorries if you know you were righteous. Now let's talk about being righteous. Because what I realized with certain people, it's difficult for them to be righteous. Do the right thing when nobody's watching, but somebody's watching. So you people who aren't doing the right thing and trying to get over on people when somebody's not watching, somebody's watching. Your family is watching. The beings that you made an agreement with to do a certain job are watching. So you can't be slick right now. You can't be sneaky right now. If you're doing something, please be honest with the people that you're doing it to. Come clean right now. Come clean right now. And if you're not chosen, that's okay too. Just surround yourself with somebody who is, so you can elevate too. Everybody isn't chosen, family. I know we all want to feel like we are part of the same thing, but everybody isn't chosen. They just want to be chosen because they don't want to go through the things that chosen ones go through. Being alone, being ridiculed, being misunderstood, being laughed at, being mocked, being looked upon. People just seem to know you and not like you, because with chosen ones, either somebody loves you or they hate you. Either somebody loves you or they hate you. But also with chosen ones, people will try to make you look like the bad guy, because they know you're righteous. So they have to make you look bad, publicly or privately, because it dampens your light if you can look a certain way to certain people. Look what they did to many of the great leaders. Look what they did. There are no leaders anymore, though. There are no leaders anymore. It's only leader of self. And those individuals who are talking to you, teaching you, are the ones who are going to lead you back to self. Whoever I talk to, I always lead them back to self. I do not want you to depend on me. I want you to depend on you and learn from me so I can teach you how to depend on you. These are some of the things you should do to depend on you. Be fearless, be unapologetic, be in your authentic self. The more you're like this, the more you'll be confident of being in your authentic self. And the more be confident you are going to be more and more and more changed. You're going to be different. I posted a video earlier today on Mr. Intensity of me in the backyard of the place I used to live, talking about the same thing I'm talking about today, but it was in 2017. And I looked like a whole different person. Did not know I was going to go down this road, family. But by being fearless, by continuously searching inside of self, continuously checking myself, looking in myself, continuously doing the right thing, I wound up being gifted with many things, like many of you have been gifted with as well. Because in this time, when it's so easy to be another thing, it may be difficult for some people to be righteous. It's not difficult to be righteous. It's actually difficult to be on some foul stuff. That's difficult. That's difficult for me. I don't care if I can get away with it. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. Like, too many people, too many entities are watching me. Too many protectors are around you. And the more you stay in your authentic self, the more protectors you will get. You need protectors, and you have protectors. So please don't be walking around here thinking that you're alone. You're not alone, family. You have protectors. They're always around you. All the time, always around you. So those individuals you feel like may have done you wrong, they go and get what they got coming to them. They already do. You just don't know about it. Just don't know about it. You don't know about it, family. Appreciate it. Appreciate it, Tehran. Appreciate it. Tehran is somebody who helped me out in the very beginning to show me the power of plants in America. I appreciate you for that, brother. Because by tapping in with him and his group, you know, it helped me tap into plants, which is one of the biggest components to my journey. So I appreciate you, brother. I always give you your flowers. Always. Always. And always make sure you give the people who helped you out and assisted your flowers, their flowers. For real. Make sure you do that. You know? People always ask what's going to happen here. Like, I saw the whole army. That's what's going to happen here. I saw the whole army right behind the sun. I saw them. It's a lot of them. So I say get it together. They go, a couple of ships flew over my house yesterday, twice. And they were loud. They sat there and they hovered over my house. I got a download when they were hovering the second time. And really loud, like a loud, radiant noise. Like, you imagine a giant ship over your house. Imagine that, right? And they were hovering. But I got a download at the same time that they're scanning people. And they're looking inside of them to see how activated they are. And they're taking some of them and they're upgrading them. A lot of you are getting upgraded every day. Little by little by little. Because you cannot get upgraded all in one night. Because your brain cannot process it, so you'll go through psychosis. So you can't get upgraded all in one time. You can't. You know? And, you know, people ask how I know this stuff. Because I'm told this stuff. I don't just state it. I don't say this. I don't make things up. I don't say it out of thin air. So they fly by our houses and they look at the chosen ones and they see where you are in your journey, where you are in your ascension. What are you doing? They scan your energy, your body, your chakras. They scan the other chakras that you don't see, that you don't talk about. It's more than 7. They do that. You know? They look at your heart. They know who you really are. Yeah, it checks your frequency. It's checking where you are. You vibing low, you vibing high. You vibing low, you don't get upgrades. You vibing high, you get more upgrades. If you're actually on your journey, you get more upgrades. If you move in no fear, you get more upgrades. If you're operating your authenticity, you get more upgrades and more upgrades and more upgrades. To one day, you do something that nobody ever thought we could do. Because by watching television, it's a trick on the body. The body can't take it if it happens in front of them. The body's used to seeing it in one particular way. So when it happens, you're not able to process it. And you go through psychosis. That's the trick of the TV. To tell you the truth and to trick you into not processing it when it actually happens. Or not believing it could happen to you. Imagine, billions of people watch TV. They watch TV all the time. They don't think none of the stuff they watch could happen to them. They don't think they could fly, shoot things out of their hands, run fast, have super strength, shapeshift, morph, change their bodies when they turn Super Saiyan. They don't think it can happen. But it can. And it will. And it will. And it will. And it will. Television. I just told one. I just told a vision. I go to the future all the time. I'm not trying to go. I just get the visions. And one of my visions were about heat. Heat. The sky was a little red. It was like you could see the, you know how you look at a car hood? And after the car turns off in the sun, you can see the vapors coming off the car. That's how the air looked, right? It had vapors. I'm not here for entertainment. So if you're here to play or mock me, it's not the time to do it, not with me. So I don't know if you are doing that, but I'm not the one to do that with, homie. Not the one. You don't play with sorcerers around here. You don't do that. I can just sit here and relax. So I hope you're not doing that. I hope I'm looking at that wrong. Because I'm not here for entertainment. I'm not here for that at all. I'm dead serious about what I'm talking about. So it's no joke out here. And you're going to find out. Those who laughed at people like me, you're going to find out. You're going to need people like me soon. I hope that we're going to still want to help you. I don't think I will. That's honestly, to be honest. I know as chosen ones, we tend to, we give a lot to people. We give a lot to people. And we're doing that because we know we're not going to be able to do it soon. So we give a lot to them now. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, with all due respect, Fire Rose, what entertainment means is enter your mind into a containment which doesn't allow you to see. I'm not entertainment because I want you to see, right? I'm educare. I'm education, which means to lead out. That's where the word education derives from. Entertainment is to lock your brain into a containment, which doesn't allow you to see what it really is. Let's educate each other today. Let's do that. Because I'm trying to lead what is in you out of you. You see? That's how it works. And as many of us begin to see who we are, we don't want to deal with certain people who play with us. I'm not saying it's you, Fire Rose. I'm off of that. I'm just saying. I just know how serious it's about to get on this planet. And I'm trying to really help people. Right? Just trying to help y'all. Because a lot of people don't know. They just don't know. They just don't know. You know? Yeah. A lot of y'all feel like y'all ancient too. Like gods and goddesses. Soon you're going to see what you are. I got a vision, right? One time you wake up in the morning and you know everything. You know what you're here for. You know what you can do. Your body remembers. It remembers what it can do. I've seen it. There are solar flares hitting the planet and you can feel the density. It's like really dense. Woom, woom, woom. The sky is like a purplish green a little bit. And you can see whatever's outside of this place. The sky is like a tinted window of blue, right? And when that tint goes away, you'll be able to see what's surpassed this, right? Right. And you're going to start remembering. You're going to go outside and you're going to be able to touch things and move them with your mind. You're going to remember you can fly again. This body can fly. This body can fly. I want that to sit with you. This body can fly. So when they see us doing these things, they're going to want to get it together. But the more of us that are doing it, the more attainable it looks. Because we're getting our upgrades. We're moving to a place that we're going to get our upgrades back. And I cannot wait. I don't know if you cannot wait, but I cannot wait. Yes. We're going to do something that the world has not seen in a very long time. Yeah. Listen, Fire Rose, a lot of us get abducted. Every night sometimes. I know I did. Yeah. If y'all wake up with like weird pains in the body, it's probably they upgraded you. You know? But I'm going to leave that there. I'll talk about that in another talk. Liret Sikiram, Flom Stukerem, Vlaim, Soreklerem Sikiveris, Sum, Boptum Kararam, Sulekirem, Sureklerem Sikiveris, Voptirem, Vlaim Stukum Karam, Florets, Miram, Florem, Kiram Sukiveris, Mopstim Kararam, Florets, Kumberet, Vlobsterius, Chlorem, Blom Sukirets, Sukuverim, Vlem Stukirem, Vlaim Stum Kim Kama, Surets, Sukorem, Vlem Dureklerem, Sikiveris, Sim Baret, Clubirem, Subtum Kum Kum Kararam, Florets. All right, I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to enjoy my birthday night. I hope y'all enjoy y'all nights. I love y'all. I hope that you learn from this activation and whoever. Oh, 2 more minutes and I'll answer questions before I go. I said I was going to answer some questions and I saw many. So if y'all want to ask some questions, ask some questions. How can you learn this language? There's ways to make the language come out of you. You cannot learn it. It's already inside of you. There's no book you can read to get certain things. And there's no book you can read to get that. There are certain things and certain ways that I went through to acquire this information that comes from self. The spirit that inhabits this container we call a body. Leret Sikiveris. Chlorambos Tikiveri. Mirets Kulomboret Tikiveri Leram Kuptires. All right, y'all. There's no questions. I'm going to get up out of here. I love y'all. I'm going to talk to y'all soon. Oh, one more thing. If anybody wants to buy any products from Earthly Elevation, all you got to do is go to the website and click in Coach 41 to get 35% off. And that deal is good until tomorrow at 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So I'm going to talk to y'all soon. I love y'all. Peace.